Don't look the other way. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So this whole walking and japa exercise, the idea is to learn to focus, to see if we can carry that focus that we learned in the retreat, in the Zoom sessions, wherever we go, wherever we walk. It's not easy. Those things didn't come to your memory, did they? Not very easily. Like focusing only on the sound. We get very easily distracted by the apartments or the water or the beach or the cars. It's easy to get distracted. So some lessons that we learned on the way up here is that, okay, we don't need to worry about the distractions. So when we go back, we'll try to be substantially less distracted. Now as we sit here in this park, surrounded by open space and trees and sky and movement around us, we're being given a quiet reminder. Krishna is not confined to temples. He's not confined to sitting postures. He's not confined to silence. He is present everywhere, and especially present where His name is chanted. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Of course, He's present in every atom. He's present in the soul, in the next to the soul. Every soul you see, the trees, every clump of grass. Krishna is present in the insects that fly around and the birds that are chirping, and the soul and the walking humans and the doggies, and this Krishna is everywhere. He's in every living entity. But what do I mean by when I say He's especially present when His name is chanted? What does it mean? He's present and He's especially present. Especially present means He comes running to see, hey, who is that calling upon me? So he has many aspects. He has the Param Atma aspect, which is in every atom and in every Jiva soul, and He's doing His function of taking care of that particular living entity, waiting for that living entity to come back to Him. But when He hears a soul actually taking their own volition, their own intention to turn to Krishna, intentionally, directly, deliberately, then Krishna's eyes opened wide, like this, much wider than this, because they become perfect rounds, and his pupils dilate, and he becomes Jagannath. So He's very ecstatic and happy to see when someone talks about Him, when someone chants His name. So He's present everywhere, but He's especially present where His name is chanted. So we can take advantage of this predisposition, this merciful predisposition of the Lord, the inclination of the Lord, to run toward any place where His devotees are chanting His name. Srila Prabhupada often reminded us that Krishna consciousness is not about escaping the world. It's about remembering Krishna within the world. We're not escaping it. Devotees don't even care for liberation. They just care to be always remembering Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj didn't ask for liberation. He said, let me always just remember your name. Varam deva moksham, na moksha vadim va, na chanyam vrineham, pareshadapiha. Even in Damodar Ashtakam we say, I don't want liberation. Isn't it? In Shikshashtakam it says, Mama janmani janmanishware. Then your Lord, birth after birth. What does that imply? That implies I'm not getting liberated. That's not important for me. What's important for me is let me be conscious of you. When you pray the spiritual master in the morning, Chakhudan Dilojai. What does Janme Janme mean? He is my Lord? Birth after birth. What does that imply? That I'm not getting liberated. That's okay. Chakhudan Dilojai, Janme Janme Prabhu say. But Divya Gyan Hide Prakashita. But he is giving me the Divya Gyan. From him, I get transcendental knowledge. By him, ignorance is destroyed. Vedic scriptures think of his character, right? From him, ecstatic prema emanates. Prema bhakti jahoita. So, our culture is not particularly, I mean, of course, we do want to get liberated from this state. But more important than that, we want to develop love for Krishna. At which point, liberation becomes redundant in a sense. We're aiming for Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukti means, even as we're in this body, we're liberated. Is that possible? Is a verse in Nectar of Devotion that describes the state. Iha yasya hare dasye karmana manasa gira nikhila swapyavastha su jivan mukta sa uchyate. Uchyate means this is called Jivan Mukta. This is the definition of Jivan Mukta. Iha yasya hare dasye karmana manasa gira. That we are living as Hare Das, the servant of Krishna, loving servant, not paid servants, loving servants. Hare Dasye. How? Karmana, everything we do is for Krishna. Manasa, our whole mind is focused on Krishna. Gira. Gira means words, the speech. Everything we say is for Krishna. And big part of our speech is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So it's not about escaping the world. Krishna consciousness is about remembering Krishna within the world that we're in. And the holy name allows us to do exactly that. That's what we did, walking from there to here. We're walking through the world. We're moving through space and time. We're always moving through space and time. Right now we're moving through space and time. The planet is spinning. We're moving really fast pace relative to the center of the earth. And then the earth is moving fast relative to the sun. And the entire solar system is actually moving really fast relative to the center of the universe. It's like we're actually constantly moving. We're moving through space and time. But as we walk and move, we can remain connected with Krishna to the extent that we focus on chanting with clarity and hearing with focus and appreciating this opportunity. So we appreciate the opportunity with gratitude. Think of this immense chance we've had. We're all here together. We could have been anywhere else. But Krishna is so kind. We're here chanting your name together with an intention of complete purity. That let us love you. Let us be the way you want us to be. We have had our time, enough time. We have had our own tantrum. We turned against you. Enough. It is a foolish move on our part, even though you told us not to do it. Now we want to turn back. Please give us your complete shelter. Please give us your help that we can straighten ourselves out. So today our purpose here is not to collect thoughts about Krishna. It is to remember our relationship with Krishna. Our relationship with the holy name, with our chanting habits, our relationship with our chanting commitment, with our chanting vows, with the way we chant, is a direct reflection of our relationship with Krishna. So if my relationship with my rounds is about excuses, is about not putting my full effort, then that's my relationship with Krishna. I can't say that my relationship with Krishna is very sweet, but my relationship with my chanting process is awful or full of excuses. Those are not two different things. Why? Because the name and the person are not different. Prabhupada writes, the holy name of Krishna is as good as Krishna himself. And because Krishna is absolute, there's no difference between his name and himself. This is not poetry. This is what we call ontology. Ontology means how reality exists. The reality exists, right? When we chant, we're not calling about Krishna. We're calling to Krishna. We're not connecting with the concept. We're connecting with the person. Therefore, how we chant reflects on how we relate to Krishna. If our chanting is rushed, we are rushing the relationship. If our chanting is distracted, we're distracted in the relationship. I mean, can you imagine if Krishna would become visibly manifest, like how he was in Kurukshetra, in front of all the soldiers? He just appeared right here on a chariot with Arjuna. Would our bowing down to him be the same as our general bowing down that we do to the deity? It would be a little different. Will us calling out his name and singing his name will be somewhat different than what we normally do? Why? Because we're seeing him. But we understand that Krishna is everywhere. We understand that he is in his holy name. If our chanting is distracted, our relationship is distracted. If our chanting is patient and sincere, then this relationship deepens naturally. Relationships deepen. You know, any relationship, whether it's friends or brothers, sisters, or spouses, they're constantly moving, either moving closer and deeper, or they're moving apart. It's very important that we work on deepening and deepening. His love for us is infinitely deep. We have to do our part to recognize that and make our affection and love for him 100%. The name is not a tool that we use to come closer to Krishna. The name is Krishna. The name is a person. So we're going to focus on Lord Chaitanya's central teaching. In Shikshashtakam, 2nd verse, Lord Chaitanya says, Namnamakari bahuda nija sarva shaktis tatrarpita niyamita smarane nakala etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdevam idrisham iha janinanuraga. Sri Prabhupada translates, My Lord, you have invested all your transcendental potencies in your holy name. And there are no hard and fast rules for chanting these names. My Lord, you're so kind to us that you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. This is Krishna himself kind of relating to us as we struggle to chant. The entire Shikshashtakam is focused on chanting the holy names. The whole thing. And think about it. Mahaprabhu didn't leave any other thing in writing. The only thing he wrote himself was the Shikshashtakam. So you should understand how important this chanting of holy name is. How important our Japa is. And how much we can get out of this Japa retreat. We get out of it what we put into it. So this Japa retreat is not an insignificant point in our life. Maybe it can be insignificant if we don't put enough effort in it. Or it could be a turning point in our life. From this day onwards, I will put every effort in bringing my mind back to Krishna's holy name when I chant. It's important to me. I don't know how many mantras I've left in this life to utter. I don't know how many breaths I've left. Parikshit Maharaj had how many days to live after the curse? 7. He was happy. He was actually, in one sense, more fortunate than us. You know why? Because he can guarantee tomorrow he's not going to die. We cannot guarantee that. The curse means at the 7th day that tomorrow no power in the world can kill him. Whereas we don't know if we're going to live another 7 minutes. So he's very lucky. My point is that we have to have a sense of urgency when we chant Krishna's name, because we don't know when our 7 days are coming. But look at Lord Chaitanya's prayer. Notice the honesty. Durdaivam idrisham. Look at my misfortune. I have no taste for them. I have no attraction for them. Right? Now Mahaprabhu, notice, he doesn't say the system is lacking. The process is a problem. No, he says, I am lacking the attention. The system is perfect. Yet there's no despair here. It's a sense of intimacy. My Lord, I don't have the anurag, the attraction. But recognition of that is what takes us forward. So the mood we want on this Japa walk, on this Japa retreat, is honest, humble, relational. And once again, don't try to add layers in your mind when you're chanting. Keep the mood of what we read. Keep the mood, the feeling, saturated in your heart. And then, don't add layers of visualizations or thought processes, or try to be more efficient by multitasking with our thoughts and planning things. No. And if distractions come, put them aside. Gently, gentle power. No. Right now, Hare Krishna, like that, okay? In any relationship, love is expressed by what? Attention. Yeah. You're attentive to someone, you're attentive to their needs, that means you love them. You're attentive to their presence, that means you love them. Attention is the beginning of love. Who we give attention to reveals what we value. What do I value in life? I'm going to give that much time, attention, and effort to that thing, to that person, to that relationship. Okay? How much do I value? So when we chant while walking, our attention is tested. Attentiveness. When you're walking with somebody you love, it's sweet. You know, like couples who are in love, they go to the honeymoon, they go sightseeing and this and that. They don't really look at the sights. They look at each other in the deep in their eyes. It's love, right? You write songs about it. Isn't it? People write songs about it. They go to sightseeing together. It says, I can't even stop looking at you. What am I going to look at these stupid sights? You know? That is what we want with Krishna. We want that. Krishna, I want that kind of love where, you know, of course, we're walking through a beautiful world. It's, you know, thank you for this. But just knowing you're walking with me is thrilling me. We're not thrilled yet. We're not quite there. But at least we know that's what we want. So when we chant while walking, our attention is tested. The world is alive around us. And yet this is when chanting becomes very real. Each time we bring our mind back, we are saying, my Lord, you matter more to me than my thoughts. You matter more to me than my distractions. That act, every act of bringing your mind back to Krishna's beautiful name is devotional. It's an act of devotion. Prabhupada writes, he says in a lecture in Los Angeles, 1972, he said, chanting means hearing, the chanting process. If one does not hear, then chanting will not be effective. What does hearing mean? Hearing means you give attention to the sound. He never said, be meditating on the pictures or paintings of Krishna or try to plan how you're going to distribute the books. No, he never said those things. When you need to plan for book distribution, you plan. You sit down, have the meetings, do it. It needs to be done. Don't do it during Japa. Hearing is relationship. Hearing is present. Presence of the Lord. The Lord walks with us. He does, through ups and downs of life. How do we make sure the Lord stays with us, or He awards us the ability to really understand Him? He says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam apayantite. To those who are constantly devoted, that's what we're trying to do here. We're constantly devoted, satata, and worship me with love. Bhajatam priti purvakam. Worship with priti, affection. To them I give them understanding by which they can come to me. In other words, we don't have the understanding, but we have the ability to do these other things. Priti with love. That we have. We all have that. We all have the ability to pick up the beads and chant with focus. You don't need PhDs for that. The fact that we're able to do it means we have the blessing of the Lord. Are we using the blessing? Are we cashing in on it? We should. So when we chant while walking, we are practicing constancy. Constantly staying with Krishna's name. Constancy. Not perfect absorption necessarily, but faithfully returning from wherever the mind wanders. Faithfully returning. Smilingly. It's not a wrestling match. The Lord walks with you to the degree you return to Him in your mind. And Him meaning His sound. Sound of His holy name. Krishna says in the 9th chapter, again, this is the topic I'm talking about right now, is our relationship with Krishna. He says, one who offers me with love, leaf, water, fruit, flower. If he offers with love, I accept it. He uses that bhakti upahritam. A short verse. In a short verse, he uses the word bhakti twice. To show it has to be offered with love and affection. He said, I'll accept it. So our chanting is that offering. Not impressive, not complex, just sincere. As we walk and chant today, let this offering be simple, pure, just like the fruit or flower or water. What is that? Attention, humility, and calling out. So we're going to chant a little bit in the park here. We're going to focus completely on the sound. I know there's more distractions here. It's not so bad. It's quite decent, actually. It's pretty peaceful. It's actually very nice. It's not too windy or anything, so we can take full advantage of it. You're not trying to block the world out. Don't put any effort into that. Don't worry about what goes on around you. There's no buildings around us, so even if there's an earthquake, nothing's going to fall on us. And last time I was here, there was an earthquake, by the way. I was at Isha Mataji's house. We're standing, right? Isn't it, girls? We're standing in the garden outside, and then the whole thing shook. The windows rattled. I'm like, whoa. I shouldn't have eaten that burrito. I said, no, that was an earthquake. That was actually, like, that happens here apparently routinely, right? So, we're going to let the holy name remain central within the world. Central in our heart. This is an exercise now. We're going to test ourselves, but let's do it again, okay? We're going to chant at your own pace now, not in unison, at your own pace, but sit up straight, please. And we're going to chant 2 rounds at your own pace. So it's about 2:46. We'll go till about, say, 3:05 or 3:10, depending, or maybe around that time, okay? Do about 2 rounds. I'll end about 3:05, about 20 minutes from now, okay? We'll do 2 rounds or whatever the 20 minutes gets you. Sit up straight. This time, close your eyes. Don't worry if the mind goes off track. Just bring it back and keep bringing it back, because it's going to go off track. If possible, take a break between things. If you want a few seconds to reorient your emotions, your mood, recommit to the gratitude or the positive surrender emotions that we talked about. Recommit to those. Okay? And we will chant now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare And this is what I want you to think about when you're sharing. When we are done with this session, this retreat, and all the Zoom sessions that we did, and the retreat last Saturday, and all this retreat work we're doing right now, when we go back home to our regular chanting practices, What will we take with us every day? What will we commit today that no, I am 100% going to carry this aspect of the retreat for sure, every single day. Otherwise, this whole effort will be wasted. If you go back to the way we were, this whole effort is wasted. Maybe vague remembers, oh yeah, I remember you mentioned something about a cat, but I don't know exactly what it was. Here, kitty, kitty, oh yeah. So we want something very concrete to take, something very valuable that we want to carry with us every day. Not some vague, oh yeah, it was a nice retreat, we sat by the park and then, we saw some people playing beach volleyball. No, it's not the memories. It was nice, yes, this is nice. But this nice is just to frame the real message, the frame of the art. The art is the message, the core message we're going to carry with us every day. This is to strengthen our life, strengthen our japa, strengthen our spiritual life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is imploring us to invest complete attention in this. All he wrote was about japa, or about chanting Hare Krishna. That's all he wrote. And this is Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani, feeling separation. And he's come here to deliver all the fallen souls. And he's the incarnation of this yuga of Kali. And in prashad of Kali, there's no other way. This Kali Yuga is a very nasty place. We have all kind of nasty experiences. We have all kind of nasty backgrounds. We have all kind of nasty weather sometimes, but all kind of nasty politics happening. I mean, it's just nasty everywhere. He says, right? Kalau nasty eva, gatiranyata. It's nasty, 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 3 times. There's no other way, no other way, no other way. Other than chanting, this is it. Nothing else is going to work. Nothing else is going to save us. There are no hard and fast rules, but there are certain things that make it better. Let's find what makes it better. So I want everyone to share now the 3 things that they're going to take. And don't worry if you repeat everybody else, it's okay. But the 3 things that you're going to take. Yes, Prabhu. Chandra.
So I think you had mentioned 3 really important things when you're chanting. The first was to focus on the vibration.
Yes. Sorry.
First thing is to focus on the vibration while you're chanting the holy name. And I think the second one was to be attentive when you're chanting. And the third was to pray for Radha Krishna's service, engagement.
Yes.
If I remember right. Is that right?
Focus on the sound vibration, yes. Focus on the sound vibration and pray for Radha Krishna's service. And what's the other one?
I think it was attention, but I can't remember.
Attention, yes. So vibration, attention is pretty much the same thing, yes. Yeah. The sound, attention to the sound vibration. Yes, thank you. That's key. That's key. And the recognition that this is Radha Krishna in the holy name. That's key too. Like, we're not just chanting some sound, some ordinary sound. This is a person who we're inviting into our consciousness. Thank you. Yes.
There are so many points as you mentioned.
Yeah, just
but
3.
3 I'm remembering. One is which I can practice, and that's my flaw. I was thinking that one of the flaws that I have, drawback, is when you say when you are chanting, you should be thinking only. I mean, you have to think only that this is the right moment. You don't have to do anything else.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think about, oh, service, let me text. I have to do this service, and let me text somebody. Or so it goes. Even though there are services mood, but it doesn't come. So I learned that I should focus on that chanting at this moment. I have this moment. The second one, of course, focus on the hearing, the sound, and the hare. Hare is the first sound that you focus loudly or whatever, so you can bring your attention back to the chanting properly.
Yes, very good. So you're going to take that with you every day and remind yourself, first Hare, anchor back, and don't do texting. Yes, Madana.
I was just thinking about.
Louder,
Oh,
I can't
sorry.
hear.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about don't get distracted. Just listen to the mantra, and also about putting in the feeling. remember the gratitude. And so I'm thinking, and I'm just recalling all the things that Krishna has given me that I'm thankful for. So that was the other thing. And just don't sweat it, just chant. Just think it. Don't.
Right.
I'm thinking, don't think about everything. Just chant.
Don't make a big deal of it.
Don't make it more
Don't
complicated
sweat.
than
Don't,
it is.
yeah, don't make it more complex. That's a very good takeaway. The hard part is, yes, we can remember these things now because we just studied them. But the hard part is to use them every day. We don't want to go back to the old routine. We're not the same old caterpillars anymore. We will not settle for the mediocre caterpillar crawling on the earth anymore. We are going to soar closer to Krishna. And it's not that difficult. We're no longer going to be distracted by other thoughts. We're going to anchor on that first Hare to keep as a mechanism to keep bringing our mind back. We're going to pray to the Lord before we chant to infuse our chanting with the right mood, the right feelings, so we're not giving attention to different feelings. And we're going to cry out to the Lord as we chant. It's a feelingful chant. It's not a meaningless, feelingless chant. Thank you so much. Yes. These are the things. Anybody else, please share what you, things that two or three things that you really like that you're going to carry with you. Yes, Adya.
You have the posture.
Yes, very good. Sit
You
up
have
straight.
to sit up straight and keep the posture.
Mhm.
And you have to always, instead of thinking about other things, just listen to the name, or listen to
The name,
Hare
yes, the
Krishna
sound.
Maha Mantra, and do the raga before, like
The emotions.
the remorse,
Attention.
attention,
Oh, affection.
remorse, affection,
Gratitude.
and
Appreciation.
appreciation.
Yes, very good. Very good. Wow, wonderful. So yeah, and there could be other emotions. What's that? Yes, yes. And there could be other emotions, but those are the core ones that really help. Yes, Gopāla Prabhu.
I mean, on a lighter note, I will definitely remember this one, chanting in a cold weather in a dhoti.
Yeah.
But I think, these Zoom sessions and followed by this long session today, there are a lot of valuable things I personally take. One is, as other Mataji said, for me, actually, ever since I heard you saying in the Zoom sessions, the first Hare was really helping me actually. Even I started the second Hare Rama,
Sure.
second one also.
Sure. Yeah.
That was really helping. The other one is, for me personally, the problem was, let's say our calendar is a little tight in the meetings, so I have, let's say, 30 minutes, I have to do 10 rounds, let's say. I tend to rush those rounds. Now I understand, the importance of it, and also how to implement these tips that you have given. First is early rise, obviously that will help. And then concentrating on the Hare, that will get good. So I think when we read and Abhinnatvan
Naminor.
we understand. We understand all of
The
it,
theories. Yeah.
theory, but when we do these sessions, it's actually the rubber hitting the
The road.
as you say.
Rubber meets the road.
It's really, really helpful actually. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for reminding us what we're going to carry with us. That's why I don't want you to carry 20 things. Only 3 most powerful. Whatever you found, 3 very powerful things, 3 or 4. Because then those you'll remember every day. 20 things, if you see a list of 20, you won't remember even 1. So carry 3 or 4. 3. Yes.
So the first thing I was thinking is like,
Yeah, a little bit louder.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
so the first thing I think is about, like as everybody said, don't overcomplicate and just think about Japa. Just hear the words, that's more than enough than thinking about anything else. That was the first thing I kind of have to concentrate on. The second one is I learned how to do Japa when I was walking. Japa walking, like a rhythm, when I was putting my steps in, I was thinking Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When I was walking, I was like, okay, we can do Japa while walking also, and concentrate was something which was very different and new, which I'm planning to do when I'm going to walk sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's a new thing that I kind of different and learned I have to practice on. And the third thing is like it's not just being I'm very close to Krishna, I'm very thing, but we have to do japa equally so that both goes. How much of a japa you put in is what love Krishna. So that's made me think like we have to be doing more japa rounds.
Thank you very much. Yes, this is great takeaways. How to improve your quality, and the fact that you can see it's possible to be focused while you're walking and chanting. Yes, definitely. Yes, Mataji.
Oh, yeah. It's
Okay.
fine. You can go first.
Yeah, you can go first. She already went, so she can go after you again. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, I was not there for all the complete
Sessions, yeah.
session. I was here and there, but still, it was like whatever I attended, it was very interesting and helpful for me. The point which you said, like even if your mind gets distracted, you're trying to coming back, and that is also an offering for Krishna. So that was very helpful for me. Like yeah, it doesn't mean that it's okay for me to go back, but I try to not going distracted. I try to come back, saying that is also offering, coming back and again chanting with concentration, that is also an offering. That was one point which I really like wanted to take back, and concentrating on the first syllable Hare and the vibration. So that is what stuck to my mind again, which makes my chanting focused. And one more thing, like we were walking with the Japa walk. I just wanted to connect with like when I was like very small, we used to sing in our school. It was a Christian institute though. Like the song was like, walking with the Lord, we are walking in the morning. Lift up your arms, we are walking with. Then they say, black and brown and white together, walking. Like I didn't understand. Like I know the literal meaning of it. Like, black, brown, everybody's walking, but that was a Christian institution. I don't know what is the meaning. They just literally meant. But when you were talking about like walking, we are walking with the Lord, right? After coming back, you said like we are walking with Krishna, holding Krishna in our heart and chanting His holy names and walking. So that I really try to connect to that, and it was nice. Like I'll not forget the song now. Thank you, David. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Yes, Adya.
Yeah, so I was saying, some of us have, like, this is a question. Some people want to do like a certain amount of rounds each day, like for example 16. And then you have to, we try to find time to do it every time, but all those 16 rounds, how do you make sure that we apply all these things to all 16 rounds? Because some of them we might do while walking, some we might do while, I don't know, like we might do them at different times. So
Yes. So the bottom line is, the question is, what if we do different? We have to do all 16 rounds. Sometimes some are walking, some are sitting, and so on. How do we apply this when you're doing all 16 rounds? So we want to apply the best possible focus. That's the bottom line. Whether we're walking or we're sitting, right? When we're sitting, we don't want to be like rocking back and forth. But even if you are, that's okay. Bring your mind back. Have you ever made dosa, Mataji? Dosa? So, when you make dosa, right? You're making for Krishna. Dosa is something very nice. And the first one, like, maybe it breaks in the middle, but you still kind of seal it and offer it. It's still a loving offering, but it's a little broken. So that's that first round. That a few of them are broken. We didn't, but we can still offer, and the Lord will still accept because we tried. But next one will be solid, huh? And we try our best to make it much better because we made a mistake in the first. And the next one won't be broken because you're paying more attention. So make these rounds like that. If one of them is a little broken, it's okay. You can still offer it. Obviously, it's Krishna's name. But we want it a nice one. We want a nice one. We don't want a map of Kenya. We want a nice round one. Same with make it roti or something. We want always better and better. Like next one should be better. So our 16 dosas should all be good. Try with the very first one. Make them nice and sweet. Sweet 16. Sweet 16 rounds. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, for me in this session, I felt about my posture.
Yeah.
I'm getting more relaxed. it is going mechanical. I'm not hearing myself.
Yeah.
Not. So and also when I'm little loud and able to hear, then the distractions are less.
Yeah.
Then doing it in my mind, like without sounding.
Yeah,
without
you have to
hearing it
sound
loud.
it. Yeah.
So these two are very good. Actually, I'm just thinking I'll work out with these. It will help me.
Yes, yes. No, thank you. Those are good things. Posture. They're things we want to carry with us every day, and these are your realizations. These are what you liked. So carry them over. Yes, Mataji.
Earlier I used to do 16 all 16 rounds in the morning. I start by walking 8 rounds, and then rest of 8 rounds is sitting, or whenever like afternoon I used to split those rounds into multiple
Groups. Yeah.
groups. So but after this session what I'm thinking is, let me try those. Why I do the first 8 rounds walking is to make myself more active.
Mm.
So maybe these exercises might help me to start with the more active sitting posture. I would like to try that first.
Yeah.
And the second one, what I observed is, previously, as I mentioned, when I was visualizing the deities or some picture in my mind, I was distracted. But when I'm putting my mind on the syllables, like when I'm reading the mantra, chanting the mantra, and completely concentrate on that, even people who are around me chanting, that is not bothering me at all. Actually, I'm keep on hearing my voice only, not anybody else. So that is one thing is really amazing. That's
Yeah.
the main point I really.
Yeah, actually, our mind is very strong like that. We are able to block things out. You know, we don't give enough credence to our mind, but Krishna has given us amazing powers to block people out, block things out, block ideas out. I mean, we block out so many things that we shouldn't be blocking out. You know, that's again our strength and our weakness. So use the strength, use the tools for the right thing. It's wonderful. Yes, Mataji. Yeah, you want to share?
I was also thinking when I was chanting, I forgot that I was in the park. I didn't hear the park. I was
Yeah.
there. But I could feel myself dozing.
Yes.
And I noticed that when I did not focus on the mantra, like on the word, the syllable, I could see that I would be dozed.
You
does
feel
that make
sleepy a little
sense?
bit, yeah.
I would feel sleepy, but then when wait a minute, and then I kind of focused back onto the mantra and listening to it, then I didn't get dozy. If that makes the word, but I didn't doze. It was just very
Dozy.
like you were saying, it's very important to focus on the mantra in order to avoid the dozing and the distraction and all. That's the kind of realization I had as I was chanting.
Great. That's great. It shows you that you can actually keep yourself focused if you just put a little attention on it, on the name.
And awake.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. And I would like to check if you all are comfortable there. You can come here under the sheds.
I don't think it will make much difference.
No, but it'll make much difference because this group of people, you're kind of
You're huddling. You'll make a difference to them. They'll feel warmer if you come.
feel
You'll
free
contribute
to.
the
There's enough
community
room.
warmth.
Yeah, there's room around here.
Yeah.
It'll be much warmer.
Yeah,
Ebony
yeah.
is very far. Ebony now gets the clue. Just come closer. Come closer. There you go. There you go.
Feel free to come. It's okay.
Ebony, come here.
We are all one
With your
unit.
friends. With your friends.
We are like the South Pole penguins.
You have to huddle with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just one final thing. There's actually one personal thing I like to do that's really nice. On YouTube, I'll pull up Srila Prabhupada chanting Japa, and I'll chant along with Srila Prabhupada. There's different speeds, and it's really nice.
Yeah, that's a good tip. We do that in temples.
Yeah.
In the temples, they usually during Japa time they play Prabhupada's Japa tape, and a lot of devotees find it inspiring to be a good pace to keep very transcendental.
This was the first time I realized, because when I used to go for a walk and I was still chanting, right? But with this session, us walking from all the way and sitting here and chanting, I realized that I was not all by myself. Krishna is with me.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Haribol.
Nice.
Yeah.
Krishna, that's a good thing when you walk. Krishna can walk with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Related to the question that that Prabhu was talking, right? So it's good to start the Prabhupada's mantra and then chant along with it. But what if we are hearing our own voice is better or hearing Prabhupada's voice is better? Like it will be like how should we?
It's just to create a background ambience. It's not trying to chant along with Prabhupada. You don't have to do it if you find distracting. I don't normally do it. But if I'm in a temple and it's on, I don't mind it. I like it. It's not bad. Because you hear other devotees chanting also. If you're in a temple room, there are like 20, 30, 50 devotees chanting Japa. It's a buzz. And Prabhupada's voice also adds to that. Keeps it place. So nothing wrong with that. But if you're at home and if you find that someone distracting, you don't have to play it. You don't have to play it. You should only play it if you like it. But you have to hear. Main thing is you have to hear your own chanting. That's the main job for us. That's our main priority. We've said that many, many times. But we have to also do it with some feeling. Don't downplay the remorse. Remorse is a very powerful feeling. In fact, that's from the raga, that's my favorite one. You're too, right? It's my favorite one because it's the most intense. Like you really, really feel that. What an opportunity I've lost. This is we can do this. We can have that feeling for mundane things. Like, if I'd done this thing in my business, I wouldn't have collapsed. I would have been a millionaire. Many things. Or if I'd done this in my relationship, I wouldn't have broken up with that girl. She was so nice. Whatever it is, right? I'm just making stuff. Right? It never happened. It never happened.
Would you talk about raga again? Describe a little bit. I didn't understand that.
Yes, we did a whole session on it, on raga. So raga is the acronym that I came up with. It stands for remorse, appreciation, gratitude, and affection. The different types of moods that are emotions that can be used in Krishna's service. Now there are three categories of emotions. The first one is our mundane material emotions. We're angry at people, or we feel sad that we lost some money, or whatever. Just our mundane world. And then the highest kind of emotions are bhakti emotions. Bhakti emotions are the emotions that pure devotees in the spiritual world have. They get excited when they see Krishna. They can't, when they're dancing with Krishna, or when Krishna is missing and they feel really down. But it's all pure spiritual world, or the purest of the pure devotees here. Those are bhakti emotions. We can't imitate those. We can't be practicing those. We don't have them in our conditioned state. So those are two different types of emotions, right? But there's a third one which we should practice. It's called Sharanagati emotions. Emotions of yearning for Krishna. They're genuine. Being thankful to Krishna. Gratitude. Appreciating Krishna's beauty. Oh, so beautiful, Krishna. Look at the way you designed the sunset and the colors and the sun comes up. And just look at this tree. I mean, it's so gorgeous. And the peacock. And even just the way you designed how, certain butterflies are colored. So many things. So, appreciation. So, now what is this raga? Raga means remorse. You feel really bad for having wasted our life. Wasted time. We feel really bad for having turned away from Krishna. We feel really bad for succumbing to our own weaknesses that keep us turning away from Krishna. We feel really bad. We feel really bad for coming up with excuses. My whole life, even though I took up chanting 20 years ago, I still keep coming with excuses. And I feel so bad about it. Krishna, no more, I'm headed. But that feeling bad is very powerful. Remorse. If a judge sees that a particular prisoner is really feeling remorseful and the behavior is good, they bring down the sentence from 20 years to 5 years. It's powerful. Remorse is recognized even in this world. So Krishna definitely appreciates that remorse. Many of our Acharya's bhajans are full of remorse. You see, they teach us how to be remorseful. Hari Hari Bifale, Janama-gopāla. Manusha Janama Paya, Radha Krishna Na Bhojiya, Janiya Shuniya, Vishakhaya. Like that is remorseful bhajan. And then appreciate how beautiful Krishna, how smart he is. And we feel grateful, that's the G. And affection, we feel affection when we see little Bal-gopāla, and we do Damodara-ashtakam. We feel so much affection. We do Damodara-ashtakam. It's so cute. Mother Yashoda tying him up. It's just adorable. We feel some affection. So you can feel that as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
So, whenever we are traveling outside, there is no possibility that we can chant loudly. So, in that situation, is it okay to chant quietly inside and listen our inner voice?
Yeah. In fact, I was just talking about that. Who was I talking about? Somebody just now. We were talking about the same thing, right? Like when we are traveling in the bus or something, like when I travel in the bus to New York City, we're not allowed to talk on the phone. Like people are basically sleeping, they don't want to be disturbed. The guy sitting right next to me. What I do, if possible, whatever possible, if it's as possible for you, is put on earplugs. Or sometimes even more sophisticated earplugs, AirPods, you turn on the noise canceling, it cancels outside noise and you're chanting, you can still hear. But your chanting is so soft, but because the earplugs are there, you actually hear your voice very loud. So I find that works really well. So I do that. The traditional way is to cover your head with a cloth or something like a hoodie like this, and the sound stays within the space. That's a traditional way. But if you like, even just, they get rubber earplugs too, they're nice ones. Those help a lot because it brings your sound directly into your ears and nobody else can really hear. Just hear maybe a faint, or you can do whisper. You do want to produce some sound, whenever possible. It's not recommended to chant in the mind. It does count if you chant, it's okay. Push comes to shove and there's no other option, chant in the mind. But generally we can do these workarounds. Yes? Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
So after hearing your sessions, like the one thing I have improved is trying to chant from one place. So,
Chant from one place. Yeah.
So I'm doing my best, but like that is not always possible. But like, so one question I have, Prabhu. So is there any difference between like chanting Hare Ram, or Hare Rama? Is there any difference or?
Yeah. Is it Hare Rama? No, we don't say Rama, but Rama or Ram. So this mantra is a 32 syllable mantra. So the ma, I always chant the ma, because we want to include all the 32 syllables. Rama is 2 syllables, not Ram Ram. Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Ram Babu. So that's how we greet each other in the villages. Ram Ram. That's okay, that's 2 syllables. But that's actually supposed to be 4 syllables. So technically it's a 32 syllable mantra, so I chant all the syllables. If you listen Prabhupada carefully, it sounds like he's saying Ram Ram, but if you listen very carefully, he's saying the ma is very soft. So he says Rama. You have to really listen carefully. You listen to this recording, he speaks fast, but say the ma. Don't make it a half ma. With the, you know. Because there's a ma and there's a half ma, right? The half ma is where you put a little stick. You put a little stick at the, and when you write it, you put a little stick. So it's half ma. There's no after ma. So it's like Ram. It's Rama. Because, see, mantras have numbers of syllables that are associated with them. Like if someone says the 16 syllable mantra, the 12 syllable Gopal mantra, there's different mantras, and they're identified by the number of syllables. So this is a 32 syllable mantra. So we should not eat up the syllables. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Because like now I can hear some people chanting, so I was thinking, now I'm thinking, okay, am I doing something wrong by chanting incorrectly? So that's why
So the technical answer is we need 32 syllables. Yeah. Okay. And that's how, when if you hear me chant, I always do Rama Rama. Yeah.
So one thing that I carry is always remembering before chanting that this might be the last opportunity to chant.
Yeah.
Because that's a very strong feeling before chanting, and I feel myself what if I could not chant tomorrow? So that's a very strong feeling, and it gives me 100% of my emotions to remember chanting. The other thing is, I used to chant on counter all 16 hours, but now onwards, to add on the quality, I will create one corner, one space which you described that should be specifically for the chanting, and I will sit there and do as much as I could, but on the beats, I'll begin with 2, 3, but then slowly I will try to increase on the beats as well.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much. You know, having a fixed space really helps because it gives your mind this message that something special happens here. You see, so having a fixed space really helps. Sitting up straight tells your mind, we're going to do something serious now. No more joking around, no more distractions. We're doing something serious, something dignified, something very respectful. So all these things, remember, we have to give clues to our mind, because our mind is tends to be like a spoiled child. So our job is to discipline every single day. Okay. So that's what I can say. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to share?
Oh. Yeah, what Aisha just said brings to mind for me, especially since the 10 offenses are so clear in my head right now after initiation. I do say those every morning now before I even start my japa, which has also been a beautiful practice. But to be inattentive while chanting is very top of mind for me, because I'm such a multitasker. So being in a space, in a sacred space, is very important for me now, rather than thinking that, oh, I can walk downstairs and I can start making my tea, or so to just be completely attentive while chanting. And I also am making it more of a discipline to always speak it rather than just saying it silently in my head, which has always been such a practice for me. Yeah, and it really does help to really just feel what the mantra is about, and to really imbibe it rather than just to see it come through the mind silently.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yes, Madana-gopāla. This won't reach there, but you go ahead.
Hare Krishna. I have a reflection from the Japa session at Kusuma Tachi's house. When we broke off and we were observing each other chanting, I became aware that somebody was watching me the more I paid attention to Krishna's name. And I really, really felt a presence. And at the end of it, when I opened my eyes, Madana-gopāla Prabhu was 6 inches from my face. And I was like, oh, okay, he's observing, yes. But I carry that feeling with me now that I chant. I imagine. You imagine Madana-gopāla Prabhu 6 inches. So sweet.
Well, and even another Mataji that was in the room after it was done, she was looking at us and she said, "My goodness, you were so close to him. I was watching you the entire time." I was being attentive.
Wonderful. Wow, we never knew.
It's so close.
Anybody
should
else?
do that exercise more often then.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yes,
I just wanted to share also something personal. There was a recording that Kadamba Kanana Swami had done, and it's called something like Broken Names. It's the most beautiful. It's just like a short, 2 minutes or something.
What is it about? Is it a song? What is it?
No, it's about the Maha Mantra, and I'll kind of say, he says, this is what he says. He says, Krishna listens to every name you chant, even all the broken names. And he goes on, describes it, and just the way he describes it. And so I would listen to that before I started my rounds. I shared it with the Vaishnavi group because it was such a moving thing. That to think that even though we're not paying attention and we're not chanting properly, he's waiting to listen. I mean, he's waiting for, because like the mother, the baby may not say amma or ma. It doesn't, if she, even if it just tries to say ma, the mother is attentive. So it brought to mind that's what the way he was saying was Krishna's listening. And so he says, doesn't matter how big your danda is or how ironed your saffron cloth is, it doesn't matter. He's listening to all those names. And so every time I think, when I chant, I said, don't let me chant broken names. Let me chant pure names. Let me chant focused names. But it's the most beautiful thing that if you could find it. It has a Russian title. And it's not called Broken Names. That's what I call it. But if I can find it, I will share it on the group. It's just the most moving thing. So anyway, that's why I just wanted to share that.
There you go. That's the something about the dosa,
That's what came to mind.
You accept your broken dosa, but still we want to give a nicer one. Improving. Of course, see, Krishna is so kind, but he'll give us more mercy when we give more effort. See, he also says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante, tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. To the degree you show intensity or to the degree you show interest, to that degree I reciprocate. Because he is going to follow his vow. His vow is he's not going to force himself upon us. He'll only come as close as we want him to come. Please come closer, my Lord. Are you sure? Yes, please come closer. Are you sure? If he has to be asking, are you sure, then we are not doing something. You know? My body language is off. I'm not giving 100%. I'm still holding on to my illusion. I'm still holding on to my nefarious plans of dominating the world, you know? Taking over the world. Whatever it is that we have our plans. So we have to just lighten up. You want to add something?
Anybody else want to say?
Anyone else?
Something small
Sure.
realization. When you just said, something came to my mind that I have in this human life. This is only life, human species is possible. Who knows? I'll have what. I might not have human life in next life. So this is the only chance I got in human life, and I can only have. I can understand. I have intelligence to understand, and I'm thankful that I could do it. I don't want to take it for granted. So that was coming to my mind that if I don't do it now, when will I do it? So
Yeah, that's true. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's very similar to what Isha Mata is saying. You know, if this is my last Japa session, what will be the quality? And you know, you don't save any more time by doing sloppy Japa. It's going to take the same amount of time. What are you going to save by doing intentionally sloppy Japa? So why not put some infusion of emotion and feeling, genuine growth, genuine affection, and so on.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so thank you. After hearing all your wonderful realizations and takeaways from your Japa sessions for last couple of weeks that you have been attending, it's really mind-blowing. This is the only most important thing for us to do. And the way I've learned and the way I understand, I've always thought that the gift of receiving this Mahamantra through disciplic succession, this is the biggest gift in our life. Like somebody opened the treasure and gave the most precious gem to us, and it has not been given directly. It has come through the parampara. So, at least for me, the parampara is very important. When I go for chanting, basically every morning when we wake up, and we don't have sunshine every morning, but nonetheless you open the window and I chant the mantra for Surya Dev, and then the immediate thought is, today I have to chant the japa. And I kid you not, chanting japa is not the exercise, it's not the ambience, it's not the purity of what you say, but it's about the mercy of the acharyas that has flown to us in the form of this holy name. And therefore the first prayer I do is to pray to Gurudev and the acharyas, and then start chanting. Basically that is the only time or only day when I do this systematically. My japa is the 100 out of 100. If any day I would have rushed it, it would be half-hearted, and I could feel in my heart. The days when I feel half-hearted, you feel and everybody knows this, you feel half empty only in your heart. You know, because nobody else is judging, you know. So I struggled with it for a very long time. And obviously Guru Maharaj is not going to say, but over the years practicing and praying so much that I can't do half-hearted. I can't do, because this is the only thing so whenever I found myself sliding the slippery slope in the japa practice,
I had to stop, put the beads aside, and I prayed to Guru Maharaj that please help me, please make these rounds very meaningful so I can pay attention to it and it actually goes in me. And my dear devotees, this practice has helped me so much. Even if I'm chanting on the airport or I'm chanting on the in the house, it has helped me focus. It has helped me here. Everything else is wonderful practice, but I think the most important was the mercy of my Guru Maharaj, who not only gives so much importance to this practice in Krishna consciousness, but the goal of his life has become to give the pure holy name. And when we surrender unto them, they are very kind. Even though we are unqualified, they give their mercy. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
Just wanted to ask you that question. What prayer, I'm curious, to respect the parampara do you chant?
All their mantras.
Oh, individual?
Yeah.
Okay,
In
pranam
that,
mantras.
yeah,
You
in
mean
the
pranam
temple
mantra.
bhakti book, you have
Pranam mantra.
all their mantras. And then, if you have time, Sikshashtakam. Sikshashtakam is like the drinking of that nectar. I don't have. I have to go to work by that time. After 8:30, I have to go to work. But on Sundays, I try to do it. Sikshashtakam. Sikshashtakam is very powerful. Vande Rupasana. All 6 Goswamis.
Sar Goswami Ashtakam also.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sar Goswami Ashtakam.
That's what I meant. Not scratch that.
Sar
Sad
Goswami.
Goswami Ashtakam. Vande Rupasana. They are. Where is Mateus? He was wearing that T-shirt. Today, as soon as I said, today, this is another practical miracle you can say. As I was sitting for chanting in the room, I sit down and I'm looking for inspiration that how will I do my best japa. And there Matthias is sitting and he opened up his jacket. And I see like a curtain opening. Like he totally, and I see 6 Goswamis. Oh my God, I could not stop myself by saying that, oh my God, nice T-shirt. Beyond that, I didn't want to embarrass him, but it was so nice. And he was very shyly, he said, this belongs to Shankarshan. So these acharyas, Gurugan, it is real. They are there to help. They are there to help us. Let us utilize their mercy and imbibe that love. Isn't it nice? It's amazing. It's been 10, how many years? 10, 15 years, 10 to 11 years I'm initiated, but I feel so excited. You know? You can't take my Guru Maharaj's name, you can't take like in the sentence if you say it will pull my heart out. One day Gurudev was giving the lecture and he suddenly spoke his name and I said, don't speak his name suddenly. It just jolts me. Without warning. It's just too much. Nahi, Eddie? It is too much, right?
Yeah, it's too much.
This is so wonderful. So let us now chant 5 mantras only. The very, very best, exquisite mantras, praying to the Lord. Sit up straight, close your eyes. Feeling all your feeling and appreciation. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As we come to the end of this retreat, I want to speak about something very important. We're almost closing. We're going now from the cocoon back to the world. But we no longer are going to allow ourselves to be little caterpillars. We have to continue transforming. The most important thing at this point now, how to take this retreat home. Because retreats like this, they do not exist to give us a spiritual high, although that comes with it. But they exist to recalibrate how we live. This retreat is not an escape from life. It's a return to what is real, so that life itself can be lived differently. From now on, no more mediocre japa. What we have done here is not dramatic, and that's precisely why it's powerful. It's the slow and steady that's powerful. We did not chase after experiences. We did not try to manufacture emotions. We did not overload ourselves with techniques. We practiced a few simple things again and again. Sitting properly, hearing the sound, hearing the round, returning the mind, keeping a gentle, prayerful mood. This is not retreat behavior, this is life behavior. The cocoon, which is the retreat, does not come with you, but the effects of it come with you. The caterpillar does not carry the cocoon with it once it emerges. But it's never the same caterpillar again. It's now a butterfly. In the same way, you do not need retreat conditions at home. Don't think, oh, this is not perfect like how it is in the retreat, so I can't chant properly. No, you don't need the cocoon. It is helpful for what we needed to do here. It was helpful for our transformation, for us to strengthen our determination to be better chanters, substantially better chanters, to do it right. You do not need perfect silence. Don't wait for perfection in your environment to jump into the chanting properly. Otherwise, your perfectionism will become the enemy of your japa. That also is a problem. Perfect becomes the enemy of the good. You do not need ideal time blocks. Only when I get a 2-hour block can I chant. No. Chant in 15-minute blocks. It's okay, whatever works. What you carry home is not this environment and these tents. These tents don't belong to you anyway. It's the orientation. An orientation toward depth instead of some variety. We don't want variety, we want depth. An orientation toward sincerity instead of performance. Toward faithfulness. If your chanting at home is quieter than it was here, that's okay. If your mind wanders more at home than it did here, that's expected. It's okay. But now you know how to improve it. You know how to bring it back. Success is not measured by how your chanting compares to the retreat chanting. It's measured by whether you return to this quality chanting. One of the biggest mistakes we make after retreat is to take too much home. That's why I asked only 3 things. Too many resolutions. You can't even do one. Too many rules. You can't remember one. Too many expectations. And nothing comes out of it. That doesn't last. So I want to be very clear. Don't take the whole retreat home. But do watch it. You can watch the YouTube recordings. Just watch them. See what inspires you. Something you might have missed. It's fine. But right now, just take 3 things. First, sit with dignity. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's imperfect. How you sit tells the mind whether this matters. Second, hear the sound. Not new. Not perfectly necessarily, but sincerely. Let the hearing be the success. And third, return again and again without discouragement. Don't get discouraged. You're moving in the right direction. This retreat is going to be quantum leap for you. Hold on to it. Remember these 3 points. Every return back to Krishna, to his sound, to his lotus feet, is devotion. Every return back is our success. If you carry these 3 things home with you, the retreat has worked. Don't wait for ideal conditions. Home life will not cooperate. Phones will ring. People will need you. Thoughts will come. Some days will feel dry. That doesn't mean something is wrong. It means chanting has moved from retreat mode to relationship mode. It's normal. But real relationships are not always intense. They are faithful. We want to be faithful to the process. Phones are ringing, it's okay. Deal with it. And then things are a little bit busy, it's okay. Chant anyway. Sit properly anyway. Hear clearly with focus anyway. Anyway. The holy name does not require ideal circumstances. You will never have ideal circumstances. Even on your deathbed, there'll be people honking outside. If on a deathbed, someone's car alarm is going outside, should that now determine whether you go up or down after dying? No. Your deathbed chanting is what you're practicing for right now. You can't practice your deathbed chanting 1 week before deathbed. Start now. Your death may not be even in a bed. Not everybody dies in beds. So the most important shift is moving from control to trust. Letting go. This is the 4th gate. My Lord, I trust you. I can't control anything anyway. Let go. You're not chanting to produce taste. You're chanting to show up. Tell the Lord, I'm here, my Lord. Showing up is what matters. Consistency is what matters. Don't produce taste. Taste will not come from us. It's coming from the holy name. You're not chanting to fix yourself. You're chanting to offer yourself. As broken as you are. Krishna, you fix me. I can't fix me. You see. This is where trust replaces technique. The 4th gate. Trust that the holy name knows. He knows what he's doing. Trust the repetition works even when you cannot see it. Trust that our sincerity, our little broken dosas and our good ones, they'll accumulate. And Krishna will smile, and when we're in the last moment of our life, he will smile and show you, look, you offered me so many things. I love you. I have come here for you. That is our success. Krishna will only come for us if we really are interested. Today is when we show and start telling him, Krishna, from now on I'm going to tell you every day I'm interested, and not just tell you with my words, but the way I sit, the way I call upon your names, the way I chant, the way I read about you, the way I try to apply my heart in calling out to you. This is all to send you one message, my Lord, I am interested. No more performative fakeness. It's just you and me, and I'm begging you to help me be like how you want me to be. And when you fall off, this is what you do. Let me say this very clearly. You will fall off. You will be distracted when you chant. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. We are humans. When that happens, don't dramatize it. Don't spiral. Don't renegotiate your identity. Just return. Return like someone who belongs. I'm coming back. The holy name, Krishna does not keep score the way our mind does. The holy name does not respond to perfection. It responds to presence. So this retreat continues in the face of distraction and noise. I thought that's like this big vehicle. It's like this tiny golf cart. You know, little things can make so much noise. Like our mind is so small, it makes so much drama. The retreat continues even in ordinary moments. It continues when you choose to sit, even when you don't feel like it. Sit up straight. See, I have this thing I can lean on. I could be doing this, but I'm sitting like this. It's different, you know. If I did like this, all of you sit up straight. It'll not be very impactful, right? Choose to sit even when you don't feel like it. Bring the mind back one more time. Chant one attractive and attentive and sweet mantra in the middle of the distracted round. You distract Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, then you chant. One beat. This one beat is going to be sweet. Hare Krishna. The second one too. That's how you come back. It's not easy. These moments don't look spiritual, but they are the ones that transform you. They're not ordinary. This is how butterflies are made. Quietly, patiently, without applause. So finally, as we leave this retreat, remember this. Nothing extraordinary is being asked of you. Only sincerity, only willingness, only returning. If all that comes from this retreat is a slightly softer heart, a slightly steadier seat, a little more trust in the holy name, that is not small. That is life-changing. Carry that home and let the holy name do the rest. Thank you for your sincerity. Thank you for staying in the cocoon. And thank you for carrying this forward. Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna.